Who's scoring big this NBA season? You are! With all the new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From monster slams to dishing the rock to cleaning the glass, get behind your favorite player and prop bets you can make on DraftKings, home of the NBA player props. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like picking how many points your favorite player will have. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Take it to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVE. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, listen up, taxpayers. It's time for what you all really tuned in to listen to me for. Financial advice. Tax season, Boost Mobile wants you to turn your tax refund into 6 months of saving. When you buy 6 months on their best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. That's like 6 times 2 divided by 1, carry the, a really good deal. They told me I should have been a tax accountant. Well, would you trust me with your money? Well, that's great news because I'm not done yet. Visit Boost Mobile store during tax season and enter to win up to $10,000 to double your refund. Or if you're really good at math and money stuff like me, pay off what you still owe. Okay, time to take my financial advisor hat off and put on my lawyer hat. Requires upfront payment, tax and fees extra, terms and exclusion apply. Visit boostmobile.com for full offer terms and sweeps details. And now I get back to my boring old day job. Head over to your nearest Boost Mobile store and make the most out of your tax refund. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Currently, colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the U.S., and it's on the rise in people under the age of 50. But when caught at early stages, colon cancer is survivable in 90% of the people, so screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. And a great one-of-a-kind way to feel more in control of your colon cancer screening is through the Cologuard test, a prescription-based test with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. The Cologuard test is the only FDA-approved, non-invasive option that looks for both altered DNA and blood in your stool, which can indicate the presence of abnormal cells. This test offers convenience and ease of use, and the kit is delivered right to your door. Once you complete the kit, it is returned to the lab and results are available within 2 weeks. Plus, it's affordable. Most insured patients pay $0. And if you do need a colonoscopy as a follow-up, most insurance plans cover that as well. So if you're 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use the Cologuard test if you've had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease, or certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Cologuard test performs in adults aged 45 to 49, it's estimated, and based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network tonight. Thank you guys for joining us as the OKC Thunder take down the Boston Celtics 118-112. They got balanced scoring. They had 7 players in double figures. They only had 9 players to play. Every player scored at least 2 points except one. Wiggins went down with an injury, but Basically, it was a great game, outstanding game. Boston didn't get the balanced production they normally do, with the exception of Jason Tatum and Al Horford. Nobody else really did what they normally would do. Thank you for joining us. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite unc, Shannon Sharpe. The guy down below, your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please, and thank you for your continued and loyal support. You guys have been with us from the day one, and you never left our side. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Please make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock. Thank you for all those that came out to Benny's in Chicago. Greatly appreciate it. Great chatting it up, chopping it up with you. And again, Lakers in 5. we have Ocho, I said that so many times today. We do have it in stock, and if you can't find it in a city or a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to you. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? Please drink responsibly, and please stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all platforms, Shea Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Everything is restocked. We just dropped our Super Bowl show shirt and hat bundle. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Supplies are very limited, so once they're gone, they're gone. Please make sure you order yours before you miss out on this great opportunity. We've got guests tonight, Master P Xavier Woods, joining the show a little later. But first, the Thunder beat the Celtics 118-112. Monster double-double for Chet Holmgren. Shea was Shea, right? He's leading in the MVP. 23 points for Chet, 15 rebounds. Shea, if I'm not mistaken, had 33 and 7. Yep. No, he had 34, 7, 1 steal, 4 rebounds. They got balanced scoring, Ocho. They got Lou Dort gave him 13. Wallace gave him 14. Kim Williams gave him 10. Hartenstein gave him 11. Isaiah Joe gave him 11. It was a very balanced night. The Celtics made a run late in the third quarter to tie this thing up. But at the start, the fourth, they get out to a lead. OKC does. And then I think over the last stretch, at one point, they outscored them 15, went on a 15-4 run to kind of blew the game open. Celtics hit a couple of baskets, but they were never able to reattach themselves to the Celtics. But, man, OKC looked really good, Ocho. They don't look good. They look great.
They look great. Listen, I think this is the preview of the NBA Finals. Could I be wrong, or do you think I'm right? What you think?
You could be right, but the Cavaliers are going to have something to say. The problem with the Celtics, Ocho, so much of what they do is based on three-point shooting.
Why?
They got up 63.
Why are they doing that?
Because that's their game. That's their game.
Even if it is their game, you can't live and die by the three. You're too talented as a team with players that can do much more than just shoot behind the arc. Why are you living and die by that? What happened when everybody has an off night? You shot 30. You thought you shot 36 damn threes in the first half.
63 for the game. And when you do that, Ocho, you see the difference. Look at the Thunder. They pressure you. Now they're getting to the free throw line. They got to the free throw line 23 more times. So even though they didn't shoot a great percentage, I think they were like, 25 or 35 or something like that.
Yeah.
Even though you don't shoot a great percentage, unless you miss 3/4 of them, the Celtics went to the free throw line 12 times. They made 10. The other team went to the foul line 35 times. Well, if you go to the foul line 35 times, let's just say you make 20 of them. You're already up. That's 10 more points from the foul line than the opposing team. Well, they made 23.
So I got a question. As a coach, if you see the three's not working, at what point do you abandon the three? At what point do you abandon three and have somebody run plays? Now, I know Porzingis didn't play, so you really can't do much in the paint, but you still have players that can get down there and bang and do other stuff besides shoot behind the arc, knowing you're having an off night.
But
I don't understand.
Because that's their game plan. It's kind of like why you say it's like a team that throws the football. You say, why are you throwing the football when you see you're not having success? Because that's what they do. Why are you running the football? You see they stopping you. Well, that's what we do. The Celtics shoot. They take more, not necessarily make more, but they take more threes than anybody. And if you look at it, Ocho, JB did not have a great game tonight.
Not tonight. No,
he did not. No, I mean, really, with the exception, I mean, he didn't play good. But give OKC credit. They got tremendous wing defenders.
Oh, yeah.
Caruso didn't even play, but you go look at Isaiah Joe, you look at Lou Dort, you look at Wiggins, you look at Wallace, you look at Trent Holmgren. They can defend. They can defend to the perimeter, and they can defend the paint now that Holmgren is back. And you got Shea that's giving you 30 on the night.
Right.
And then you got, even though Jalen Williams didn't play.
He didn't even play.
He's going to give you 20 a night.
Right.
But these other guys are going to chip in and give you the 13 to 14. They did an outstanding job on JB. They contested everything. They made it very difficult. They fouled him out. Yeah. He only had, 10 points? And that was late in the ball game. But they fouled him out. They fouled Derek White out because they put pressure on you. They're attacked. Now, they'll take threes, but they're looking to attack the basket and get you in foul trouble. But this is OKC. They're going to be tough. SGA passed Kevin Durant tonight to become the fastest player in Thunder supersonic history to reach 10,000 points. That's saying something.
Amazing.
That's saying something. And we know how prolific KD is at scoring the basketball.
Oh, yeah.
He got one of the highest scoring averages in NBA history. And for him to get to 63, to get to 10,000 points quicker than KD, that's saying something. He should be very proud of that. The Celtics took 63 threes tonight, Ocho. 63. 63. And see, this is what makes it an ugly game. This is what people be talking about. You take it all the thing, clank, break, clank, boom.
Yeah. Listen, it's a beautiful thing when they're on fire now.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing when they hit, and obviously it extends the lead and makes it difficult for other teams to come back. But when you off, they off.
This is why you see Celtics get leads and teams track them down, because they keep taking threes, they miss it, and now all of a sudden they go down to the other end. Another team, they might make a few or get layups or get fouled, and next thing you know, they're right back into the ball game. So the Celtics can shoot you out of the gym, but they can shoot you back into the gym with all those missed rush threes, and that's what you have to worry about. The Thunder now have 2 fourth-quarter wins against wins against Boston. SGA, the best both time. Doesn't seem like the Celtics can guard him. They can't. And the Celtics got good defenders. You look at a Derek White. They started with Holiday on him. You look at JB. That man got 34. And he did it on an efficient night. It wasn't like he was 11 to 28. I think he was like 12 of 20 or something like that. He didn't. He would. I mean, he and Michael Jordan, the only 2 guards in NBA history to score to average at least 30 while shooting 50% from the floor. So that tells you what type of Shea was 11 of 20. 11 of 20, Ocho. But he went to the foul line 11 times. He was 10 11 from the foul time. So he put pressure on you because his handle, he 3-level scorer, he can get to the paint, he can get to the lane, finish at the rim. He got a mid-range game. Now he's added the 3. Now, he didn't shoot the 3 ball well tonight. He was 1 for 7. But he has that in his repertoire. I was watching him warm up tonight, and the shot that kind of like sealed the game, he got to the top of the key, back down, nice touch, boom, hit the rim, got a great bounce, went in. He worked on that shot pretty much all night. I'm just watching him going round and round and shooting that shot. But he got his ability. He kind of reminds you the way he could like a left hand, like a right-handed James Harden. When James was in his peak and would just, bop, 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 bop. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm going to the rim. Okay, you get a hug up on him, and he pulled through, foul.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you went to the game?
No, I was watching it. I was watching on television. No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't go to the game. But you just, why? You kind of like, if you do go to a game, I kind of like to see the guys warm up, especially when where they're shooting from, because I think they're anticipating, because a lot of guys, when they go out around shoot around, they work on spots, and they so many, and it's like, okay, this is kind of where I'm going to be. Let's get this. You see LeBron shooting threes. He go around the horn shooting threes. Okay, he gets to his post up. Okay, he gets on the right side. He demands the ball. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna post up. Okay, I'm gonna fake, and I'm gonna go up and under. Guys do certain things, so I like to watch to kind of see how the game's gonna play out. And worked on this, and you watch Steph Curry. Steph is one that you watch because you see what he's doing. He's running, getting to a spot, boom. He's doing certain things. But Ocho, after watching OKC, man, boy, the West got their hands full.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The West got their hands full. LeBron has returned to Los Angeles per medical recommendation as he continues to progress well from strained left groin. The Lakers have 2 games remaining on their current 4-game road trip, back-to-back Thursday night against the Bucks, Friday against the Nuggets. Ocho?
Yeah.
What you think? You think LeBron? I mean, I can see him missing another week.
You can't play with soft tissue injuries now.
No.
You cannot play with soft tissue injuries. Groin, hamstring, any soreness with the Achilles, any soreness with the knee,
calf, hams, quads,
calf, man,
adductor.
You can't play like that. You got to make sure you all the way healed, and then when you do come back, you can't come back not to play in the game. You got to start in practice. You got to start in practice and see how much energy you can exert. And if you feel anything tug, you feel anything pull, you feel that little pinch,
that little catch.
But it's such a great feeling though when you have a soft tissue injury like that, and you see how far you could push it, and you don't feel nothing. You go a little extra harder, and for the groin area, you really can't put no compression there. You know, the hamstring, you can tighten it up. You put the wrap around to keep it tight, to keep it warm. The groin area, there ain't much you can put there.
No.
Ain't much you can put there. So I'm kind of nervous for LeBron, especially at his age, because as you get older, you heal a lot slower now.
Yeah, you do.
Even as advanced as technology is, you heal slower. I hope he can get back as fast as possible. I hope it's not. I'm sure they have different grades when it comes to groin injury. So I'm hoping it's not that bad I'm hoping it's a grade 1 and not that serious. So hopefully he gets back soon. But I know one thing, boy, them soft tissue injuries, boy, ain't nothing to play with, because they'll set you back even further if you come back too soon.
Yep. I think, that definitely what happened to Ocho if you come back too soon. The thing is that trying to push it, because normally soft tissue injury is a sudden movement.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden that thing, because you used to being able to go, I got to get the ball.
Yeah.
I just take off. Hey, whoa! Why you moving so fast?
What was that?
Slow your ass down.
Hey, get your attention real quick.
It does. Having dealt with hamstring injuries and had an adductor, I had a groin injury, and man, it wasn't that bad. Right. But what happened was I didn't realize I had a groin injury, but it was coming on. And Ocho, we go away for training camp, and I'm on the diving board.
Right.
I'm trying to hit me a 1.5. I'm hitting me a pike. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Right.
I feel like Greg Lougain or something. I'm like, wow.
Right.
Man, I woke up the next morning.
It was hurt?
Was it?
Well, you ain't feel it while you was going off the board?
I ain't feel nothing. I'm in the water stroking.
Right.
Man, it wasn't that bad. I missed like 2-3 days of practice, and I was good to go. But nah, don't play with them groins. Don't play with them groins. Don't play with any soft tissue.
Right.
Like you said, because what happens is the sudden movement that will cause it to grab.
Yeah.
And then your thing is like, before you know it, you done gone harder than you should have. And the one thing you don't want to do, and I've seen people do it, tear that ham off the bone, tear that quad, rip a groin.
Yeah,
you don't want them product problems.
You don't. Huh? I know the Lakers facility. I know they have it. The pool work with the treadmill.
Yes.
That'll get you going, so you're not
straining. Oh yeah. It take the buoyancy and don't put the weight on. Yes.
You still get your conditioning. You don't put much weight on it, just to see how much you can actually open up.
Yes.
But because of the resistance of the water, it won't allow it to grab.
Yes.
And pinch like it should. If you were not free weight, what's the word I'm looking for? You were on your own and using your own strength. That water and that resistance tends
the water give you buoyancy. So basically, you're not even a third of what you normally would weigh.
Exactly. Right.
If it was doing it. So
Your full body
the
weight.
Ravens had that at facility because my knees, my last year there, my knees, because I had so much fluid on them, Ocho, I couldn't practice. So my conditioning was getting in that pool, doing that 10, 15 minutes in the morning and doing it 10, 15 minutes. And that was my conditioning.
Right.
Because I had to take all the pressure off my knees, knowing I'm going to get them drained on Sunday before the game, ice them things up. Then I'm going to warm them up so I can go. Right. And that's what it was. But you have to understand, because, look, I got to get conditioned. I mean, to just go out there on Sundays.
Oh, no.
Man.
That's a tough task. There, buddy.
It is. Conditioning is everything. Because when you get tired, all of a sudden you get lazy with your eyes, you get lazy with your arms, you get lazy with your head, all that stuff. You don't want to get out of those breaks. The ball's up on you before you know it. There is no worse feeling than being exhausted and knowing you still have a task to do playing a sport.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't telling you what somebody told me, Chad. I'm telling you what I know. I've been there. And I look back on Ocho, I say, man, had I not been tired, I'll never forget, 1995. Had I not been tired, that first game of the season against Buffalo, I'd have gone for 250. I went for 180, but I was exhausted.
Right.
And I dropped like 3 passes just because I was exhausted.
Right.
Just because I was exhausted. Man, I was like, bro. But hopefully LeBron is a fast healer. He does a great job. He has a great team around him. They say $1 million. When you got a guy on call 24 hours a day, you eating up some time. He got medical people. He got a chef that's full time.
Right.
He has all this. LeBron James is spending more than $2 million a year on that body.
On his body.
Trust me. Because I know what I spent when I played, and I ain't have nobody full time.
Right.
I ain't have nobody full time. I mean, Mike Macias travels with the team. Mike Macias, that's LeBron's only client. Do you know? Because, Ocho, I don't know if you ever had a massage therapy or anything like that, masseuse, a massage therapist or whatever you call them. But when I would bring mine from Denver, and he would stay 3 or 4 days, I had to buy the whole book. Right. Because I'm calling him to miss appointment.
Yeah, you taking him away from his work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got to pay. Hey, he might have 6 or 7 appointments a day at $150, $200. I got to buy that.
Yeah.
If I went in for a week or 2 weeks, I've got to buy all those appointments
on top of what you got to get.
On top of what I got to pay him.
Hey, see that it's something wrong with me. I always players like Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens was like you. Terrell Owens was like when it came to LeBron. Really took care of their body.
Yes.
Hyperbaric chamber, cold tub, eating right, doing everything necessary to make sure their body was on point. And then here go my crazy eating wrong. Eating McDonald's. Barely stretching in the when it's time for practice. I'm sitting there talking trash in the stretch line. Barely stretching. Get out there and just run. Never got hurt. Ask me how many massages I got in the 12-year NFL career.
How many?
Man, 2. I ain't like nobody touching me, man. I'm like, listen. I thought I used to argue with TJ, and when Terrell came to the Bengals, I'm arguing with him like, man, you don't need to do all that, bro. You don't have to do all they doing and breaking up the tissue and the creating scar tissue. And I really think it's a mind thing. I had my own thing because it worked for me, and because I never got hurt, never got injured, I felt I didn't really need it.
Right. And
I don't know. I used to argue with some of my teammates back and forth about getting massages. I did it 2 times. One time it was, I was a rookie. I said, you know what, I ain't doing this no more. And the last time I had a little pinch of my hamstring, just a little pinch. And I had the lady massage it out a little bit, put the acupuncture.
Yeah.
And then what you call them? It looks
cupping,
like
needling, cupping.
Yeah, they did the cupping after the needling. Ain't nobody ever touched me ever since then. I don't know. It's weird. I felt it was a mind thing. They give you a massage, and all of a sudden, mentally, you think, "Oh, I feel better." Nah, not really. I don't think so. Now, what I did do when I played the entire time, that cold tub. Oh, I love that cold water, boy. I get in the cold tub from the neck down. I do my 5-minute contrast, 5-minute hot, 5-minute cold, and I finish with the hot. Hit the shower, and I'm good.
Cold tub. That's what give you them babies. Cold tub increases your sperm count.
Is that Wally?
It does.
So that's what. See,
well, what happened? What happened? Same thing happened. You putting raw meat on people. That's what happened. But it definitely increases the sperm. It definitely increases your sperm count.
Well, actually, just to be honest, and listen, we family, and I like to share this with the family because we family, and like the kids that I do have, right? All of them just blessings. God is good, especially when it comes to them. But these were agreements. You hear me? These were agreements. So there's a conversation that's had. Like, listen, you athletic. I like your background. I've studied your film. You know, anybody I've dated, anybody I had kids from, I asked them, can I see some footage? You know, were you athletic? Did you play volleyball? Did you softball? Did you run track? Can you jump? You know, so when we go on our first dates, I'm not going on dates so you can put on clothes and look good. I'm trying to see how athletic you are. Right. Let's go hoop. Let's go to Dave and Buster's. You know, let's go roller skating. Can you move? Do you have coordination? Can you dance? Do you have two? If you have two left feet, I can't do nothing with you. Because now, if I have a kid with you, now that means my child gonna have two left feet. I don't want my child getting picked last in PE. I want him pick first. You know, so that's how I operate.
We good?
Sir.
All right. Joining us right now is a good friend
what's
of the
up,
show.
Baby?
We had him in New Orleans.
What's happening?
He's back. Here it is. Master P. P, what he do?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
P, I'm great, man. Hey, congratulations. President of Basketball Operations at the University of New Orleans. How did this position come about? Sir. And explain your role to our chat, P.
Yeah, so Coach Tim Floyd, he's one of the greats from the University of New Orleans, put a lot of guys in the NBA. And he done got older. He retired. I mean, a year or something ago, I told him, I said, man, I'm thinking about coaching in college. And then I didn't hear nothing from him. Then a couple months ago, he said, man, I got a position for you to go take over the University of New Orleans. And man, the rest was history. It's nothing but God. Like I said, this is a town where I grew up at. This school, the University of New Orleans, has always been about privateer nation. And for a black man to get this, you know, I definitely got to salute Deion Sanders for opening the doors, man, showing us that we could do it. So, and I just love, me and him got on the phone call. I was saying, Coach, how you think I should go about this? He was like, man, take this first step. And the rest is history. Right. And man, Shannon, this is a blessing, my brother. I'm telling you, it's a blessing because especially me coming from hip hop, this history to be able to, I'm running the whole
program,
you know, basketball operations, everything. So it's like, now they got to listen to us, but you know, the program was in shambles too. So think about it, they ain't gonna give us a brand new
Oh yeah,
you got to build it up, P. You ain't gonna start from. I can't let you start from the top of the mountain. I got to make you climb up the mountain.
Yeah. So think about it, and you know, it goes with my business model. I always find a problem, and if I find a problem, then I know what the solution is, then I could be a part of fixing it. And so the game done changed. Look at Rick Pitino. He done turned St. John's all the way around.
Everywhere he goes, he turns it around.
Yeah, and think about it, right? This NIL stuff is now like, my thing is catching the billionaires, the millionaires, the alumni from the University of New Orleans and saying, look, I caught them all yesterday. We got in the room. You know, we need y'all to make some deposits so we can go get the best players.
Yeah.
The best players. And I mean, the job is easy from there because a lot of guys want to play for me. You know, I've been doing this for a while. I coached DeMar DeRozan, Lance Stevens, Brandon Jennings. So I come from a program, my P. Miller Ballers, of creating dogs. And so I know what that looked like. And I got dogs coming already. They want to be with this program. And so when the portal come, I told them no puppies allowed, all dogs. All dogs. We got to win, man. So think about it, Shannon. My thing is, we won 4 games last year. This is a Division I university.
That's unacceptable.
Yes, sir.
So you know what I'm going to do. Like, it's only up from there. And so I'm humble. I'm hungry. I'm letting God lead me on this journey. I mean, I just got to keep climbing from there.
Man, listen, that's a beautiful thing, man. To honestly to get a position like that in your hometown,
Yeah.
despite your
Yes.
background and being a rapper, because I know about your
Yeah.
basketball game. I know about your IQ when it
Yeah.
comes to that. So be able
Yeah.
to be passionate about something else that wasn't your main focus, but it was something that you
Yes.
loved, and now you get
Yeah.
to actually live that dream. Like I got chills because I have
Yeah.
things that I also want to do where I've never been presented the opportunity to do it, and now that's
Yeah.
motivating to me. Because I'm
Yeah.
like,
Now it's
man, if P could do it, I know.
yes, and that's what I want. I want all of us to feel
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
because think about it. We already
yeah,
stereotype.
yeah.
So, in this position where I'm at, it's not like a lot of
Right.
us in these
Yes, sir.
positions. And so the school that I'm at, you're not going to see a lot of us at these positions. And so now it's about me doing the right thing, being able to do this under the NCAA rules, show them that the same way Deion
Yes,
Sanders
sir.
did, like he
Yeah.
did it. And now we could do it in basketball. And bring so when you come to our games, I done learned from the GOAT already. When you come to these games in New Orleans, we the culture, it's gonna be turned
Yeah.
all the way up, Shannon. So I'm bringing y'all out,
Yeah.
man. It's
Yeah.
it's gonna but you're gonna see some of the best basketball that you could see. And basketball changed my life and saved my life. And I went from Master P to Coach P. I
The
mean,
CEO
it's a
P.
blessing. Yes, yes. And to be honest with you, this is a
Yes,
business.
absolutely.
And that's what this is right now. Basketball is a business. These kids are making money, and now I got the right NIL deals that I could match anything. I could go after the #1 players
Yeah.
now. We're going to have a spotlight for these kids to where the NBA is going to come to where we are because we're going to put these type of caliber players here. And we have them. We are prepared to compete next year and to grow and get better.
P,
I
let me
have
ask you this. Go ahead, Ocho.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a question. Now, when it comes to going to get
Yeah.
players, will you ever be in a position or ever have to do the part where you go into homes and actually visit the parents and talk to them? Will you ever do that?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, like a lot of these parents grew up with me, grew up on my
Right.
music, and they know I'm gonna take care of
Yes,
their
sir.
kids. Like that's the most important thing. And I'm gonna let them understand what hard work is. So when I say I want dogs, you got to be able to be dedicated, put the work in. I know you're gonna say, "Oh man, Master P, that's my coach." No, it's Coach
Yes,
P.
sir.
We want good characters. We want guys that's gonna come in here and work hard, and we're gonna take it from there. Like if you got that lead ability, then we're gonna make sure that these NBA scouts come in. And right now, I mean, I'm about to sit down with Steph Curry because we are Under Armour school, and that's the first thing I
That's
said.
live.
For us two black men to come together, we're gonna take this thing and blow it out the water. Like we're gonna take this to the next level. Like you're gonna see even Steph Curry brand. It's like this is an opportunity that we really can blow this up, and we can help each other.
P, let me ask you this. How do you get
Yes.
people to see other than what they see? Knowing, because a lot of times where you grew up, how you grew up. Okay, he a rap man. He ain't nothing but a rapper. But you parlayed that and said, "Oh no! I can sell product. I can sell cereal. I can sell chips.
Yeah.
I can sell soda. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom." They say, "Okay, well, no. All you do is rap, and all you are a CEO. How can you lead a basketball program? How can you get in the collectives and NIL? How did you, P, get somebody to see other than what they saw?"
Well, you know what? This is not a traditional business anymore. So you're not going to find the traditional coaches. I mean, the same way they had to believe back in Rick Pitino. Like for me, I haven't been doing music for over 20 years.
Right.
So they can't look at me from that perspective. They got to look and say, I've been giving back to the community for over 25 years. You can look at my track record. I've been doing the right thing for a long time. You know what? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but I know that I'm letting God lead me on this journey, and I'm going to lead my team. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. Like this is not about money. This is what I love to do, and I'm able to do that. This is what makes me most happy. Being able to help young people, and especially through education. Think about it. I've always been on a financial literacy journey, so I've always been teaching and helping the next generation, the ones that want to listen. I done went from NFL players to NBA players to Major League Baseball. I've been helping, showing them like, you know what, we have to understand the importance of financial literacy, and now to be able to help brothers in this sport to be successful, because everybody's not going to the NBA. right? So now I'm going to show these kids why they want to come and play for me, because not only that this is a basketball game, but most of these kids are feeding their families right now in college. It's no more time waiting to get to the league. You know, I know what it is to be hungry. My grandparents sent me to college with $5. Like, go ahead on. I hope you make it, baby. And guess what? I came back and made it and brought her a house, brought my grandmother a house. And so I know what these kids, you know, feel, what they've been through. Me and Brandon Jennings talked about this last night. I said, what made you so good? Brandon said, man, look, I know the conditions where I was at. Nobody wasn't going to outwork me, even though they was bigger than me. You know, I was a dog on the court. And then I got a chance to be around UP and see mansions and see all these nice things. And then that even motivated me even more. So imagine these kids around me going to see that I come from the gutter. I come from nothing. And look where I'm at now. Now they get a chance to touch me and play for the team that I'm coaching. But I'm going to coach them hard. I'm going to coach them tough, because we're not going to win if we don't create toughness. And that's what this is about for me, man. And that's off and on the court. And so I'm not only a coach, I'm gonna be a father to a lot of these kids, the same way Deion Sanders would happen to be a father to a bunch of these kids. I'm giving some kids opportunity, man, that never had this type of opportunity before. I'm being honest with you, like, because the regular coaches will be afraid of these type of players. Think about it. I had DeMar DeRozan, he was out of Compton, Brandon Jennings. Think about all these kids from some tough neighborhoods, Lance Stevenson. But I knew how to talk to them.
Yes.
I knew how to because think about it. You can't talk to everybody the same way.
No, you cannot.
You know, because guess what? A lot of players are gonna they're gonna
buck up. They're gonna buck if you talk to them a certain way, Pete.
Yeah. And so you know what my thing is, right? If I could talk to these players and coach them in love, and it's going to be tough. Sometimes I'm going to have to talk to them tough, but guess what? They're going to know that I'm going to be there for them through thick and thin. And that's why they want to come be on this program with me. And plus, we got a great city. We got a great atmosphere. This is a big city. And so, you know, my next thing is getting a lot of television time to where we get that time now at the University of New Orleans. It's going to be all about, you know, the privateers now, privateer nation. So getting all these, you know, major channels to zoom in on us, because I got some of the top entertainers in the world coming. We starting off, man. Like, we starting off. The culture has been built right now. It's built.
Yeah, Pete. One of the things that I tell kids, I said, for me growing up, if I see it, I could be it. I could get it.
Yeah.
All I needed to do was see it. I saw my brother go to college. Hell, he went to college. He lived with me. He lived just like I did. He was poor as I was. I'm going. He went to the NFL. So if you see it, you could be it or you can get it. Let me ask you this. When you go in, so what's going to be your sales pitch? Because there are a lot of people that's watching this and they're like, okay, let me see what Pete talking about. When you go into some, let's just say for the sake of argument, Ocho and I, we the number 1 and 2 recruits in the nation. And we from New Orleans. Let's just say Ocho's from New Orleans. I'm from California. You gonna come sit down on my grandma's couch. You gonna go sit down on Ocho's couch. What's your pitch? How you gonna get me and Ocho to team up as the number 1 and number 2 basketball players in the country?
I ain't just from New Orleans. I'm from Uptown now.
So guess what, Ocho? If you from Uptown, I know you a dog, and if I'm coming to your house, I'm coming to let your parents know that I'm gonna be a coach that's gonna guide your son all the way through this process, because this is a journey. It's not gonna be easy. I'm going to be on him. I'm going to be tough, but I'm also going to reward him. And I'm going to put him in a great situation to where he could get the right NIL money. Then he could be happy. And also I'm going to make sure he get his education, because I know one thing for me, education has changed my life and saved my life. So I put you on that right journey. So even if you get hurt or you go through something now, you can still take care of yourself as a man. I'm creating men. I want you to come here to play for me, but I also want you to love what you're doing, and you got to want to be here too. So if you don't see this the place for you, then it's not the place for you. But it is, then I'm not trying to sell nobody, because I've been through it all. And I know that I could be there for these kids and show them the right way. And then they can learn from my mistakes, but also I could teach them business. I could show them how to create their own products and brands. Also, because even the NIL money is nothing to what once you make a name for yourself in this college system, you're going to be worth way more than this. And then the end goal, if you want to get to the NBA, then guess what? I got people that now that's going to bring NBA scouts to our arena to come see you. And this is a great city. And if you're from here, you know that. but you also have to be able to police yourself because you've grown. So I'm going to also be looking for your son to be able to police himself, be able to be accountable, and he got to want this, because if he don't want this, I can't do nothing else for him, but I could definitely show him everything that I've been through, and I could put the right team around him to get to where he need to be at. And that's just gonna be my sales pitch, because it's not a sales pitch, it's just reality, because I'm a black man that have been through what these black kids and young men are going through, and I know they're not gonna be able to play games with me because I done seen it all. And so when they get on this campus, you know, they're going to be held accountable like anybody else, but we're going to win. We're going to get better. We're going to grow together. And that's what it's going to be about. And we're not going to play games with them, because a lot of these other coaches are playing games with our kids, because this is a business. I'm going to let them know. And guess what? If you get yourself to a position to where you need to go to the league, I'm not making kids say they need to stay here, because I know I could get other kids if I need to. But if you come here and this is where you want to be, and you want to be in college for right now, until you get an opportunity to go to the NBA, this is the spot for you, because we're gonna take care of our kids, and that's what I've been doing all my life. And you could check my record on there. So DeMar DeRozan, I had him since 7th grade. Lance Stevens, I had him since 7th grade. Brandon Jennings, I had him since 7th grade. I had all these kids all the way through college. So go check my resume.
That's live. That's live.
Pete, I had my college coach, Bill Davis, rest his soul. You know what he told me? He said, son, it's after 4 years. You're not in a better position than you are right now. You don't need to come here.
Yes.
Because if what we have to offer you here is not better than what you have where you are right now, this ain't the place for you.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
But Shannon, think about this. Why go play for them when you can play for us, somebody that really care about you? Because once you get a part of this system, you're a part of my family.
Yep.
Like, think about it. All these other kids, you know, if you go ask them about me, they still know me today. Think about, look at my track record right now, right? I didn't stop Snoop's career. I let him blossom and grow. Go look at everybody that I didn't create. I didn't create guys that they thought, because I tell people all the time, it's like finding a used car. And so that's why I say I want to find dogs, because most of the dogs, nobody really wants them, because they probably think their attitude too bad, or maybe they've been through something. No, I know one thing, that we're going to help you get through this if you're serious about being successful. And those are the type of people I want around me. I don't care about what you've been through in life, right? Now, if you come in here to put that behind you, and you're going to do the schoolwork, and you're going to put the work in on the court to get better, you're going to put the work in the summer to get stronger. We're going to make sure you got the right nutrition. We're going to make sure you got the right trainers around you. Then it's going to be on you. You got to have some accountability when you come in here. And if you really don't want it, this ain't the place for you, because we're going to push you.
I got a good question. Especially when it comes to the young kids, especially today's era, the NIL era, where everything is really a business style. The kids are focused on the money. They focus on, I want to build my brand. I want to look a certain way. I want a certain amount of money. But how do you keep the kids focused, P? Especially them dogs, you know, that are influenced by influenced by hip hop, by some of the things that they see. How do you keep them focused on strictly basketball and trying to get to that next level? If your dreams are to be an NBA, how do you keep them locked in when they're getting the money early?
Well, guess what? If you get the money early, then you need to invest that money into something, because that money gonna come and go. So if you take that money and invest it in something, then guess what? You need more money. So you're gonna come here and work. You're gonna have a solid focus. You're gonna keep your mind right, because we're gonna show you that. So think about it. Right now, a lot of kids go in college. They don't even have the NIL money in a business name. And in my players, I'm going to show them that. I don't want to control them. So if you got your money in a business name, then you can hold on to create your LLC, create your incorporation, right? And so now you have a business. So you could go to the bank and invest that money and put it away. Because my whole thing is, put this money into escrow, put this money into something where you don't have to touch it right now unless you need it to help your family or whatever, right? My thing is, once we show them that, so by the time next year, they're going to double their money. We're going to show them how to do that. And I think nobody else cares as much as me in doing that for my players, because I do it anyway. Look at my Master P master classes. I do that anyway. And so for me to be able to do that for my players, it's only going to be 12 or 15 players on my team. And to be able to be that close, to have a family bond with the people on my team that I want to see successful. Like I said, everybody's not going to make it to the NBA. But if somebody come up with something, create a business or something while we're in college, if you look at it, the guy that created Tesla, Elon Musk, he created PayPal while he was in college. I want to be able to show the athletes on my team, we could do this while we're in college if we stay focused. But you got to come here. It's not about the money. You know, everybody want to make some money, but this little money right now, I'm going to show my players this the little money. This the end game is where the real money come in at once you get to the league. This money here is nothing but to keep yourself going, keep your family going, because we know most of these players are going to come from hard times. I got players from New York hit me up, from Chicago, from Philly, from Maryland. I got players hitting me up because guess what? They want that spotlight. They want that spotlight knowing that this year, if you play for Master P, if you play for Percy Miller, Coach P, that spotlight is going to be on you. And if you a real dog and you could play, I wouldn't even care about NIL money right now. If I'm a real NBA player and you come here with me, you're going to make it because all eyes are going to be on us.
Right. P, you mentioned something like the people that reached out from you, they come from hard times. You know what create tough men? Hard times. Hard times create tough men. Tough men create easy times. Easy men create easy men. Easy men create hard times. You see that cycle, how it goes, P? You see what you did is that P came from an impoverished situation, a very hard time. It created a very tough-minded and sound, hard individual. Then P created easy times. Now, in that easy time in which you created, what are those under you in that time? What are they going to do? You said something very interesting that set up an LLC, set up a corp, set up a trust. Because what you can do when you have money, you can borrow money against what you have in that account. You don't have to spend money. See, that's where they get ahead at, P. They don't spend their money. They spend other people's money while their money grow. I ain't telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I know.
Building credit at the same time. Shannon, we building credit. We also understanding that, okay, if you got somebody look like us that care about you and want to see you win, why not come play for us? Because guess what? The main thing is if you really could play, the NBA will find you. No matter where you at. No matter where you at. Think about it. So look at Scottie Pippen, right? Back in Scottie Pippen was on a team that nobody knew where he was at, but guess what? He made it to the league. Steph Curry was in
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Look at right now, Damian Lillard. Like all those people that you see right now, even John Morant. Like you just need to be on a Division I basketball team, and they're gonna find you.
If you good, P. Look, they went way to Serbia and got Luka. They got Luka from Slovenia. They got Giannis from Greece. They got Wemby from France. They got Jokic from Serbia. If you good at anything and they can make money off it, they're gonna find you
every time.
But I'm gonna tell y'all, we got a great arena, we got a great atmosphere, and we're gonna put the best product on the floor. And we're going to put the best characters because we want to build character at the same time. We want people to come here to, we want to have those testimonies where now a kid could say, man, I went out there with Coach P and my whole life changed because he stayed on me. He held me accountable. And now, I'm one of the top players in the NBA right now. Like I want to create those testimonies. And so I want any kid out there that's watching this right now, if you're a real basketball player and you're a real dog and you want an opportunity to get to the NBA, you also want an opportunity to graduate from a great university and also have a great staff of people around you because, that's what it takes too. You want to have a good team around you, people that really care about you. And that's what this is about. Once you're a part of this family, you're a part of our family for life. So everybody that's been around me, we still family forever. It's not like, oh, you come in, because think about it, y'all don't play professional sports. A lot of these people forget about us. But now you have some people that you really know that this is your family. You could call them anytime because man, look, I've been around that person. This is bigger than basketball. It's bigger than football. Like, and that's what this is for me. This is bigger than that. Like we're gonna make history together, and that's what this is gonna be about. And we're gonna show the world that we could do something positive. We could grow, because you think they want us to be successful in this, y'all? They don't want us to be successful in this. Because think about it. Now they're gonna realize that, wow. Not only they come from entertainment, because even sports now, entertainment and sports, they go together. Think about it. It goes together. And we business people, and we know how to create something from nothing. Like I told y'all, I always find me a used car, put some wheels and some paint on it and fix it up. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm fixing up this used car and taking it to the next level.
You talk about entertainment. What do they do? The biggest event in North America is what? The Super Bowl. What do they have at halftime, P?
Yeah.
You go to the NBA All-Star game. What do they have, P? Yeah. They have entertainment. So it goes hand in hand. Yeah. Let me ask you this, P. I'm going to get you out of here on this one. When it's all said and done, what do you want people to say about P?
Well, you know what? My whole thing is, I don't want us to wait till it's too late, till it's done. And like, I'm not look at Junior Bridgman life, right? Me and him was going to do a lot of things together. And I did a lot of work in Louisville. So, but we got to stop saying, I'm going to get together tomorrow. I'm going to do it later. You know, we got to do it now. And so so my thing is, the most talent and the most wealth is in the graveyard. Think about it. And once we gone, somebody else going to do what they got to do with our wealth. I want people to know that Pete did what he needed to do for his people now. Like, we're not waiting. And that's why this is so important, what I'm doing now. This is bigger than student athletes in a basketball game, y'all. This is about changing lives and saving lives at the same time. Because a lot of these kids that come from here, they never would get these type of chances, or some of these kids getting second chances. You know, like basketball, college basketball is getting older now. When you go in that transport portal, a lot of these kids been in college a long time. So now for some of these players, if they're really good, this is going to be the last step of feeding their families, getting on a winning organization to be able to get the real NIL money that they can get. My thing is, I want people to remember me for creating future leaders, putting our people in a position to win. And that's what this is about with me.
Yeah.
P, congratulations on the opportunity, man. I know you're going to do great things, because everything you seemingly have touched that's turned to gold. You pull your heart, you pull your heart, and you pull your soul into it. But I understand, this is what I know about you. You love what you do, and it resonates in the kids, because once somebody finds out that you care about them, there isn't much they won't do for you. Once a kid knows, it's anything. Once a person knows that you care, once I knew that teacher cared about me, my coach cared about me, I would move heaven and earth. Because I never wanted to let that person down. Congratulations on this opportunity. I know you'll make the best of this opportunity.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Before you leave, P, you in New Orleans right now? Man, I'm going to be there for Super Sunday, man. I'm going to be second line and all. Meet me at the park, man.
All right.
I'm going to be at Super Sunday.
Come on, man.
I'm going to be there. I ain't playing. I'm going from New York. I'm going to New York to New Orleans. I'm finna march all the way. I'm a second. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna have on my in line now.
Let's go, man. I got to get you some of this pirate gift, man. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me now.
I got to get you some.
Hey, P, I'm gonna hit you up. I need to run something by you anyway, but I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Master P, new general manager of New Orleans University, the Privateers.
That's dope.
Man, he's a great dude. One of the first guys that I had on Club Shay Ocho. I didn't really know who I was gonna get, and CJ said, "Hey, you got anybody? Whoever you got in your phone that's famous, call him." Oh, I got Floyd Mayweather here. Oh, damn, Rick Ross, Master P, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube. Hey, bro, I need a solid, man. I just started a podcast. Hey, bro, we got you. Just let me know when. Boom, 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 boom. That's how it started. And I appreciate it. Having met P only a handful of times. Yes, sir. I had never met Rick Ross. Hey, I DM him and say, "Hey, man, let me get your number." Hey, I had my phone in my hand. I hope he see this. Oh, he tried to tell me. Hey, bro, man, check this out, man. I just started a podcast, man. I wonder if I can get you on. I mean, hey, because he had gone to an HBCU for a minute, too. I think he went to Albany State for a minute. Albany State's in the SIAC just like we were. Boom, it worked. So it's great that when he said, to hear him say how, okay, do things and how we support one another and be there for one another. Hey, they know. So that's why, hey, when he reaches out, him, Snoop, Cube, I'm there. I'm there because they were there for me when I didn't have. Hey, just starting this thing up, it gave us credibility because we had not a whole lot of podcasts when they start out was able to trot out the lineup that I trotted out. I knew the first guest was going to be my brother, but after that, I was like, man, who the hell I'm going to get? And hey, from Master P to Floyd Mayweather, like I said, to Ross.
Hey, boy, you've been on fire, boy. You've been on fire. Hey, that Andrew Schultz is real good.
But hey, man, dude. And to sit down and talk, because there are some questions I want to ask where I say, bro, you know, people in our community is like, bro, you trying to make fun of somebody? And I go, what's really going on? Now, I understand you're a comedian, but sometimes comedians can go too far. And, I don't want to censor anybody, but I'm just trying to get a thought process of where you're trying to go with this, what you're really trying to say. But he's right. It used to be a time where comedians, there was nothing off limits.
No.
If you had a disability, they talked about that. If you, whatever the case was, you talked about it. And over time, and people, but I think now, Ocho, we're kind of starting to go, because I think people thought the pendulum has swung too far to the left, and people have become overly sensitive.
But
can we get it somewhere back to the middle?
Happy medium. This is the thing. The funny thing, when you talk about comedians, right, and understanding the era that we're in an era of where everybody, like you just said, everybody is oversensitive, but there are a few comedians who give no, you know what?
No.
Thandrew Schultz is one of them.
Yep.
They gonna let it fly like we in the goddamn 80s. Dave Chappelle is another one.
Oh,
he gonna talk about any and everybody. He don't care. You ever listen to Bill Burr?
I love Bill Burr.
Man, I love it. Don't care. There's a few of them, despite the time that we're in now, they're going to talk about their material regardless of who it offends.
Bernie Mac.
And get
Bernie.
Hey, funny. I'm talking about funny. And listen, it's comedy. It's comedy. Some people have to learn to take a joke at times, and it just listen. It's very difficult to be a comic. I'm glad I'm not a comic, because there's only so much you can say. And anytime you say anything or you make a joke, you're gonna offend somebody every single time. Every time.
But the thing was, comedy is that they took real events and made them funny.
Yeah.
Now, some people take their own real events, make
and
those
life
funny.
Stories. Yeah.
Yes. But other times they take about what they see and they make it funny.
Yeah.
But sometimes people, I remember, Ocho, I grew up in the 80s or late 70s. I mean, the 70s and 60s and early 80s. Those roast.
Man,
boy, the Tom Brady roast was the closest thing that I had seen to those Dean Martin original roasts from the.
Boy, you saw the Dean Martin roast too?
Yes.
With Don Rickles and all them.
Don Rickles and said they were cutting people up.
I have a question. Can you imagine Don Rickles doing the presidential? What do you call it?
Correspondence dinner. Correspondence dinner.
Do you remember the stuff he was saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the watermelon jokes with Sammy Davis Jr. and there's no way anything from the Dean Martin roast will last a day. They'll be outside picketing. They'll be shutting down the hotel and but it's so funny.
They would cut days.
It was so funny.
Yes, but if you go back and look, Ocho, you look at the sitcoms. They said the N word.
Oh yeah,
with the ER, with the
ER
no A on the end. It wasn't no A. Go back and look at All of the Family. Go back and look at George Jefferson. Go back and look at the Jeffersons.
Hey, did you see the All in the Family with not Richie? What was Pop's name? What was the dad name?
Archie.
When they had Sammy Davis Jr. on there?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, that episode was so funny, but cringe at the same time. I'm like, wait, they actually aired this?
Ocho, but see, that was back then. That was now. Back then, I ain't even think nothing about it. Because that's how people talk.
Right.
It didn't even dawn on me. But I was like, dang, that white man just said N-word.
With
the R on it. Like, okay. You kept it moving. Now we go back like, Ocho, I go back and I listen, and sometimes I see these clips on social media. And I'm like, ooh, damn. They
Yeah.
said, I'll send my sister.
Mhm.
I have Jordan to clip it and
Right.
put it in a text form, and I send it to my sister.
Yeah.
My sister send me an emoji back like
Hey.
this here. Because you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
believe some of
What
the
was
things they were
they did?
saying
Yeah.
on
Mhm.
television. Not,
Vision.
if you go to a comedy show, you pay for that.
Right.
Ocho, I cut my TV on. Damn, this is what I got to listen to?
Oh yeah, it's funny. Hey,
But they were,
Hey, chat. If y'all, I don't know what type of cable provider or service you have. If you can, you might laugh, you might not. The show is called All in the Family. You have to find the episode with Sammy Davis Jr.
mm-hmm.
I laughed. It was funny. I'm not sure what you'll do, but if you get a chance, just watch it tonight. After we get off, man. I mean, and let me know let me know. Tweet me tomorrow. Let me know what you think about it. It's just TV back
Richard
then.
Pryor could have never been.
Hey, they was
Them
wild.
jokes
Boy.
that they was telling, the jokes that Richard Pryor told.
Oh,
Please.
when Dean Martin them did the Sammy Davis roast, and when they got Wilt Chamberlain together too.
Yeah. They were cut, man. They were cutting people up back then.
Oh yeah.
But you know what, Ocho? I think the thing is now, like we're more exposed.
Right.
People, and people like if I feel a certain type of way about something, I'm not going to try to solicit you to feel some type of way about the same thing. Because what you notice, Ocho, like this, I did the Amber Rose interview. Everybody, I got to unfollow. Okay, just unfollow. See, when you say I've got to unfollow and put it in the comments, you're hoping somebody would join along with you.
Right.
If I'm going to do something, I ain't telling nobody I'm doing. I just did it.
Right.
I ain't going to tell you I'm logging off social media for a while. I ain't telling you I'm doing this for a while. I just do it. And by the way, all y'all talking about ain't nobody watched the Amber Rose interview, 5 million views on YouTube. Yep. So somebody watched it.
You know what's funny? And listen, you got to hit him. You don't want to fire back no more.
I'm done with it.
You're not. When people talk to you, when people say they're going to unfollow me on Twitter, I'm talking about Twitter, on X, I be like, listen, this is not the airport. There's no need to announce your departure. Just go ahead. This ain't the airport. If you're going to unfollow. I'm going to be fine with you or without you. This ain't the airport. Oh, I'm finna unfollow you. Okay.
Yes. I
Bye.
promise you. Your life nor my life will change.
Either way.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Ocho. If you unfollow me, who life changes?
I don't know.
I'll be good.
It definitely ain't mine.
For me, I just come to the realization, and it's just I got too much involved. I got too much going on now. I've got too much at stake. I've got you to think about, because I can't just think about me now.
Right.
I got to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
I got to think. I got to think. I got Ash. I got Jordan. I got CJ. I got 17 employees.
Yeah.
I got a family. Everything I do now, for me, O'Shea go kick his feet. Some Shay be good.
Yeah.
Shay be damn good. But I got so many other people that's counting on me. I said I'm done with it, because I know somebody. A lot of these people, they're trying to trick me out of this position.
Okay.
They're trying to trick you, boy, Ocho.
All right.
They're trying to trick you, boy, out of this, because they know. If you notice, Ocho, everybody that's come on my pod say in the last 2 months, the first thing they say, "Oh, you doing good. Oh, don't think we don't know. We pocket watching."
Right.
And they don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but they know we're doing good, Ocho.
Right.
We built something special. Club Shay Shay was the foundational piece. CJ and I, now with Nightcap, with Ash doing what she does and her team, you, me, what we've been able to do. Jordan capturing the content. Look, everybody. I can't mess this up for them.
Okay, we listen.
My sister, go ahead.
We're not gonna mess it up now. Now listen, you don't have to say nothing, but I told you now. I still got to be an enforcer, just a little bit. I ain't gonna go too far with it. Just at sometime, Jesus had 12 disciples.
Yes.
You feel me?
Right.
And sometime when the disciples got in line, Jesus had to get them in line again.
Yeah.
So just stay with me a little bit. We ain't gonna probably have no problems, for a while. But if anything happened to pop off, we can't just let them talk this any kind of way.
That's okay, Ocho.
Okay, no, it ain't okay.
It's okay. Ocho, we gonna be okay, Ocho.
I know we're gonna be okay. I'm just saying we just can't,
Look, everybody, because everybody's trying to get a reaction, Ocho. Everybody want to say, because guess what? If somebody say something and I say, man, why you say this, bro? You don't know me like that. I say, I've never disrespected you. And I put it in a DM. Or if some woman says something and I put it in a DM, what are they going to do, Ocho? Look what Aunt T to me in the DM.
Right.
So they want
right.
to, so they won't see, and that's the thing. That's what I've learned. See, the problem that I have with people is that they say whatever they want to say to me, but they look at me, and because of who I am, when I fire back and light their ass up, now they the victim.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody quick to be the. So you mean to tell me? So show me where I responded to something you said. Now pull up the times you responded to something that I said. This was the first time that I've lit your ass up.
Right.
So that's what they do. So I learned that. So I say I'm done with it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. I'm gonna do what I need to do because I got people that's counting on me.
Right.
Mainly my family. I got a responsibility. On my grandmother's deathbed, I said I got this. You go rest. You and Papa have done your job here now.
Yeah.
Everything that you guys instilled in me, I got it. Spanky, Libby, Mama, the kids, I got this. Ocho, Ash, Jordan, CJ, the team, I got this. That is my responsibility now.
I got you. Well,
but if you want to fire somebody up, go ahead. But I got
just a little bit. None too much. I love everybody.
Ocho gives his list of best wide receiver duos at Chad Johnson. He got number 1, Chase Higgins. Number 2, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Number 3, Jetta and Addison. Number 4, Evans and Godwin. 5, Amon-Ra St. Brown, J-Mo. Number 6, Hill, Waddle. Number 7, Atlanta's Drake, London, and Mooney. And the rest haven't played as a unit yet.
Yeah. Let me go to that. All right. I had to pull that. I had to stand up for this too, because I got excited about this one. Obviously, I'm not being biased. I actually have Chase and Higgins first for a reason. Hell, I played for the goddamn Bengals, and they are a phenomenal duo. Listen, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, they just won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Now, again, they. Oh my God, how do I say this? I don't mean to be rude. They don't throw the ball as much over in Philly as opposed to the Bengals. You know what I mean. But AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are one hell of a duo down there in Philly. Jettas and goddamn Jordan Addison, boy, they had a hell of a season, regardless of who the quarterback is. Sam Darnold comes in there, JJ McCarthy gets hurt. They do what they do best. Phenomenal duo. Evans and Godwin, what more can I say? They did it with Tom Brady, and they did it with Baker Mayfield. And they're going to do it again this year. Amon-Ra St. Brown and J-Mo, nasty work. Mm-hmm. Nasty work. Now, the only reason I have Tyreek Hill and Waddle so low, and in the quotations, I got quarterback injury. They had, obviously, Tua got hurt, and everybody's numbers were affected by that. Listen, I got London and Mooney at 7. Yeah, they're Mooney. The rest of them, they haven't played together. I just look good because of the names that paired together.
You're looking at DK and George Pickens. You're looking at Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the names are good. They just haven't played together, so I didn't even give them a number.
See something.
I'm just curious, Chad. You like my list? Would you change it? I mean, the order to me, I think it is good. The way I have it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the thing, first of all, I'm not so sure I change anything, Ocho. I would have Chase and Higgins too, because Chase is the best receiver in football. Now, some people might say, I don't know, it might be Jetta, but I think Chase right now is the number 1.
Right.
So I don't think anybody's going to say AJ is better than him or Mike Evans, St. Brown, any of those guys. I think Chase, the Triple Crown validates what we know.
Right.
And then Higgins. So, okay, Higgins, Devontae, it's close. Yeah. But I think because Chase is number 1, I like that group. I like AJ and Smitty. Me, sometimes I get a little perplexed, and I'm like, damn, AJ, like, he won the Super Bowl, but he's like complaining about catches. But I get it. But then again, I don't. At this point in time, Ocho, I want not now. After I won the Super Bowl, it's all about celebration.
Right.
It's all about celebration. Right. Me, I have this conversation behind closed doors with Jalen Hurts, the new OC, Sirianni. Mm-hmm. I mean, Ocho, he's just like, that's just me.
Yeah, you know what I don't like, Unc? This is the business side of things. You talk about him not having the production, right? Or him not getting the catches, or him not having the yards that he should. Because you know how they're going to play with him later? You know what they're going to do to him?
Right.
They're gonna come talk to him, right? They're gonna say, you know what? Maybe a year or two from now, based on your salary and what you're making and the numbers you putting up, it really ain't making no sense paying you this kind of money when your production ain't what it should be. To look at your numbers. So they use it against him. So I understand what he's doing and why he wants to argue the fact, well, I want the catches, I need the catches so the production matches what my salary is.
Right.
So the minute your production don't match what your salary is, what's the first thing they want to do? They either want to let you go or they want you to take a pay cut.
Ocho, but you know you going to Jalen Hurts, you're not going to have the numbers that Chase has.
Yeah, I know,
because they got Saquon back there.
Yeah, receiver? I'm just saying it's different.
Ocho, what receiver you know got a 2,000-yard rusher and they got a 100-catch receiver and a 1,500-yard receiver with 15 touchdowns. When you got a 2,000, do you know how many carries you got to get for 2,000 yards?
Listen, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right.
All right, guys. Hey, joining us now, he's a former Cowboy and a Carolina Panther. Welcome to the show, Xavier Worthy. Zay, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? How y'all
Brother
doing?
Woods, what's up, what?
What's good,
man?
with
Shoot,
you?
boy, if I had your hands, I'd cut mine off, man. Shoot, you know how it is.
Now now Tennessee. He's with Tennessee now. He played 100% of the Carolina defensive snap last season, starting all 17 games, logging 1,218 snaps. Over the last 7 seasons, you've started every game you've played. Your snap percentage for those 7 seasons, last year 100, the year before 100, 99, 97, 96, 91. Talk about what it takes to play an NFL season, play that long, that many snaps. What do you do in the offseason? What do you do in during the season in order to make sure your body is able to hold up game in and game out for 18 weeks? Actually, 20 plus weeks when you cracked it in the preseason.
Yeah, I think just for me, I take it a little bit different. I take it like I know guys, they'll go right back into the offseason, go right back into working out. I kind of play it like I'm a boxer. Okay. You feel me?
Take some time.
It's like I ain't trying to peak in May. I'm gonna take my breaks. I play all the snaps. I'm gonna take the longest break for everybody. So I'm ramping this thing up. I'm gonna ramp this thing up. And it's kind of like a boxer, man. Kind of just pace myself, doing small stuff here and there, and then really, really ramping it up in the summertime. Once we get to the season. But as far as right now, it's slow stuff, doing some basic stuff. So I ain't trying to just push myself to the limit right now. And I think that's helped me a lot. Most definitely, just keeping some of that stress off my body.
Diet, nutrition.
So
let me get this. I'm gonna let you take it, Ocho. Diet, nutrition. Do you? Your meal prep, or do you watch what you eat? Do you have a PT? Do you have a personal trainer? Do you have a physio? What are some of the things that you do from that you care to share? Maybe there's some secrets that you want to keep for yourself, so everybody can get on this train.
He eat McDonald's?
No, I ain't no dietitian. I ain't got no diet.
You eat McDonald's?
No, I eat McDonald's, but I eat just about probably everything else.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna eat everything else. Sure. They ain't had no canes in Carolina, so I couldn't get no canes.
Okay, yeah. That's like a Midwest to West Coast thing.
Anyway, it's big in the South.
Y'all got canes?
Oh yeah.
I ain't seen no canes. I don't think we got them in Atlanta. I hadn't seen any in Atlanta. We got Zaxby's.
It's a couple of them north, but I'm from Louisiana.
Okay.
So we got them in Louisiana, for sure. I was in Dallas for a few. They got them every corner.
They do. So in Texas, they got them every corner. Seems like.
Yeah. They got them every corner, like Waffle House in Dallas. So Chick-fil-A for sure.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A.
Damn. You play it every snap.
You can't die with 4 kids. What you going? How you gonna die with 4 kids?
True. Because you grabbing one of their chicken nuggets, you grabbing one of their fries. You eating something.
I snack. Man, my wife keep the snack pantry. She keep it lit.
Yeah, it is.
So it ain't no diet around this house. I just kind of, if I'm looking like I'm getting a little belly, we slow it down a little bit. But besides that, we eating what we eat.
Man,
Go ahead, Ocho.
I just want to know, what was it like playing in Dallas? I just like you from afar. It's almost like it's a circus, in a sense. Now, I'm not. I don't want you to speak ill on Dallas. I just want to know what your experience was like. What it was like. You know, I'm not sure if you interact with Jerry. Just in general, what is it like playing for the Cowboys, boss?
It's different. You know, I want to be able to get a job. So
yeah,
I'm gonna
stay employed.
That's why I say. That's why I said keep it light. Keep it light.
But it was definitely. It's different. It's different than, you know, I was in Minnesota, I was in Carolina, and now going to Tennessee, but it's different than those two. It's definitely different. I wouldn't say a circus, but I mean, everybody hear the stories, you know, you just gotta get used to it, you know. You hear the stories of the tours. It is what it is. You feel me?
True.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it was true.
That's more definitely true.
They say,
So,
that's
hey,
true.
now you see what you see, X. You see, that's why I use the word circus. That's the only reason. I mean, no disrespect, but there's certain things you can't conduct or you can't listen. I'm not an owner, but I'm the owner. But if I'm serious about winning, you know, for my team and my players, I want them in the best situations. I don't have certain things going on that take away from the end goal. To me, something like that takes away from the end goal.
I think he feel like, I mean, I can't speak for him, but I think he feel like that it's not a distraction, and it kind of helps with his bottom line. You feel me? So I feel like, you know, he got to make his bread, and he feel like that's not a distraction for the players. I feel in Dallas, I mean, that's the practice facility. That's like the eighth wonder in Dallas.
Right.
They trying to get people in there to see it.
This is the funny thing about it, though. Remember American Gangster, right?
Yeah.
Denzel told Cuba Gooding Jr., you don't have to do nothing to Blue Magic. You don't have to change it. You don't have to do nothing. That star on the helmet, the product is going to sell itself. You ain't got to do nothing extra. And it just is. So whatever we know what his bottom line is. There's a reason why he's the most, what's the franchise on?
The most valuable franchise in all the world.
He's the most valuable for a reason. All the
sports
extra stuff you don't have to do.
Sports. So you look at basketball, football, baseball, soccer, Cowboys are it.
I was just curious what it was like to be there. And then obviously with the Panthers, when my brother Bryce Young got benched, I don't know what happened. I don't know what kind of prayer he said when he came back. No, I'm telling you, man, he came back different. Most of the time when players get benched, they're a little gun shy. They don't play as efficient, but he came back and played out this world. I mean, do you know what happened? Did somebody talk to him? I'm just curious because he plays so well after getting benched. I was like, well, God damn, this is the Bryce Young we saw at Alabama.
Man, honestly, I feel like it's a testament to just him personally, just the person he is. And I feel like it was just kind of like, you know, of course he didn't want to be benched. You know, I mean, we was with him every day. We seen how it affected him at first. You know, nobody want to get benched. So, but I feel like he was kind of throwing in some fire. He was throwing. That was a bad year one. That was a bad situation. So all that was like, just, you know, I won't speak ill on my former teammates, but just the situation that he had to endure was just, it was tough on a rookie quarterback. You know, that could kind of, you know, have a bad effect on him, man. It kind of synced over into the next year when you seen it a little bit, and you kind of just had to slow it down, man. Just kind of take a step back. You feel me? Just take a step back, take a little break. You know, get your feet under you. See, you know, a lot of times you can learn a lot from just watching, which he had the opportunity to do. You know, I see a lot of when I see Tom Brady say, you know, sometimes the best thing for a rookie quarterback is to watch, and then you see Peyton Manning. Sometimes a rookie quarterback, the best thing for him is to play. It really just depends on the player, and it got to depend on the
what he has around him.
It really depends on the team and the player. It's by it's situation and by circumstance. It's whomever you got. So you can't factor in, you know, all quarterbacks got to play. It ain't gonna work like that all the time.
If you look at it, it's hard for me to see a scenario in which Bryce Young hadn't had success. So, you know, he's the number one quarterback coming out of high school. He wins the Heisman his first year starting. He's the first number one overall pick. Success, good things. And then he goes and like, damn, what happened? Am I not that Bryce Young that won the Heisman Trophy at Alabama? Am I not the Bryce Young that was the number one overall pick? When you're used to having success, Zay, and all of a sudden you don't have it, you're like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to play with your mind because at this level, everybody was somebody at a level. Be it JV, high school, college, everybody was the guy. And now all of a sudden you get here and you just a guy.
Yeah.
It messes with you. Unless you strong here, all that other stuff they're talking, it's got to be here for you mentally.
Yeah. But even year one though, who we played? We played Green Bay, playoff team. Made it far. Lit it up against Green Bay. So he even had his spurts in the year one where he showcased,
what he could do.
What he could do, yeah,
what he could do. But it was just bad circumstances year one. But then year two, like I said, man, sometimes you just gotta just take a little woosah.
Yeah.
Just take a little woosah.
Hey, that woosah helped.
He came back firing. He came back firing,
boy. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for him this year too. Depending on what they do, obviously in the offseason and if they draft well, I know we're gonna have a really good year this year.
Let me ask you this: What do you think about it's hard to develop a cohesive foundation when you have constant turnover at the head coach position, and we've seen a lot of that in Carolina. Now it seems like Canales is going to come back for a second year, but there was a stretch there that coaches was like getting 1 year and gone. They get like 18, 19 games and they're gone. What do you?
18, 19.
Number 5.
5 games and gone. We talking about 18.
What do you think? Is some of the reasons that Carolina hasn't been, because look, everybody got some good players. Obviously, some teams have better players than others, but the constant turnover and the coaching style. You got this defense this year, you got this defense next year. This offense, this philosophy, this yada yada yada. What do you think? What can Carolina do to kind of get back on the track where Carolina is one of those teams that's competing?
First, change is constant. So that's going to happen. But as far as just having the same guy at the top, I think that matters the most. Assistants, DC is going to lead, but having the same guy at the top is what matters the most. I think I was there for 3 years. I had different head coach. I had 4 different head coaches, whether it been Rule, Wilkes, who we had? Frank, and then Dave. Frank and Wilkes was year 2, and then Dave. And so just having the same guy at the top, I think it kind of just levels everybody out. You get a consistent voice, consistent leader,
right?
Yeah, consistent voice, just throughout the building. But not having that and keeping it and changing it every year, twice a year sometimes. That's different. 5 head coaches, because last year we went from Frank to Tabor, and then year 1 was Rule to Wilkes. So that's 5 different voices, and so just having that same guy with Dave last year, and then this year with them, I think they'll do a lot better.
What are your goals and expectations this year over there down there in Tennessee? If you had any, I set goals before every season. I'm sure you do as well.
Just play consistent ball. Honestly, just play consistent ball. I think it's out there. We just, as a defense last year in Charlotte, in Carolina, we didn't have the best year. So just be able to bounce back, just for me personally, and just play consistent good ball this year up there and get some wins. Because at this point, I'm kind of in the latter years of the career, but just winning is the ultimate goal. But also just doing my 1 of 11 and just playing consistent ball and just helping the team win.
I like it.
Zay, historically, only 10% of 6th round picks make it to year 5. You just finished year 8. And people don't realize that a lot of times when they draft 6th and 7th round picks, we were supposed to be camp bodies. And we just go bring somebody else, we gonna fill a space, we gonna give y'all a uniform, we gonna give y'all an effed up number. You probably had number 87 as a DB. They gave me number 1, and I was the 192nd pick. So when you think about what you've been able to accomplish, being a 6th round draft pick, and only 10% of those make it to year 5, and here you are about to head into year 9. When you look back and say, damn, I did that, what makes you most proud of what you've been able to accomplish?
Honestly, just the perseverance from being a 6th round pick and them saying, basically, like, we played the second preseason game. It's like I played good enough to stay. I got injured that game too.
Right.
I played good enough, and it was like, well, you kind of may have been a camp body. You kind of may have been out there because the guys that got drafted after me didn't make it either. So that's just a testament. But ever since halfway through, I was playing sparingly special teams my rookie year. Halfway through the year, vet got hurt and I started. And I've been starting ever since. Every game I play, I've been starting ever since. And I tell the young guys, it don't matter where you was drafted at. I was drafted 6th round, 191. I've been starting every game since halfway through my rookie year. And then just the money been nice now. I got a few kids.
Yeah.
They were taking care of.
Hey, I was about to bring that up. You just purchased a Smoothie King. You've been behind the counter learning these recipes. Let me on Ocho, where your Smoothie King at, first of all? Because I need to know where I can come to get that large smoothie for free. That one, I just want one.
For free. Come on.
It's in North Atlanta.
Oh, it is?
Come on through. Yeah. Come on through.
Okay.
Come on through. Come on, I'll make you got some smoothies on deck.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You live in Atlanta or you live in Louisiana?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah,
hey, you
ain't nothing in Louisiana. But my family, that's the country, man. I'm from North Louisiana, so it's the country. Ain't nothing up there.
I got you.
Hey, I'm just reading this NFL report that gave the Panthers a D for travel, citing fewer players feel they have a comfortable amount of personal space on team flights this year because the coaches moved to first class and you guys got bumped to the back.
Yeah, that was a little different.
But Zay, to be honest,
I think he had an incentive on that, but he had an incentive. We win, we get first class on the way back, and we get first class on the way back and first class
on the way out.
The next away game on the way. But if you lose, you're in the back of the coach.
But
you're in the back.
But I played 14 years. The only time that the players that I remember that we got first class is that I was in Baltimore for 2 years. Other than that, we was in the back. Mm-hmm. The coaches and the owners, Mr. B when he flew, and his wife, Mike and his wife, they got first class. The players didn't get first class. That's the thing. They don't get first class.
It's a little different now.
Damn. I'm like Ocho.
Yeah.
Let me borrow your good hips, man. Let me go back out there and get some of this little good.
Man, listen, we Cincinnati, they flew us first class, especially seniority. Seniority always got to sit up front. And that's
and them seats let back too. I need that.
Oh, yeah,
lay down. I need that.
Oh, y'all, hold
especially on. After the game.
Zay, y'all get lay down seats?
Oh yeah, for
lay
sure.
down.
Yeah, it could be an hour flight. We get them lay down.
What kind of plane y'all got?
He was in 1970. They had the damn.
The plane like this here, Ocho. You might be able to do this, but that's it. You ain't laying down.
No, them joints laid back all the way.
That's live. That's live.
Oh man. Hey, Xavier, appreciate you, man, joining us. Xavier Woods, he was a Cowboy, he was a Panther, and now he's headed to the Tennessee
Titans.
Man, congratulations, all the success. Hope the family's doing well. Before I get you out of here, how's the family? The family good? Wife, the kids, everybody good? Mom, dad, everybody good?
Yeah, the wife and kids, they're doing good. They upstairs now. I'm trying to get these kids to bed now. It's late. I got some night crawlers. So
it's very late. It's very late. How old are the kids, if you don't mind me asking?
5, 4, 3, and 2 months.
Well, damn, you've been busy. You practicing and you practicing when you get home. Damn, Zay.
I'm doing the Lord's work. Be fruitful and multiply.
Man, congratulations. Stay healthy, man. Hopefully you can continue this streak of playing at least 90% of the snaps.
Oh, yeah.
Best of luck. Congratulations on a great career thus far. Go out there, ball out, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Hey, X, tell L'Jarius Sneed he can't cover me too when you get a chance.
All right, man. I got you. Cheetah over there too now. Cheetah over there too now. He don't want
no smoke. Well, he don't want no smoke.
Xavier Woods, thanks.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, man. Thanks for joining us tonight, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna find out where he's going. Where his Smoothies King is. I'm gonna go there and get me a big old smoothie. They got the big ones. They got them big ones.
Yeah, in North Atlanta. It can't be. We're gonna figure it out.
Well, I live in North Atlanta, but I don't know.
I mean, listen, you got how big is North Atlanta? Huh? Ain't that big? You just type up Smoothie Kings and you can figure out which one.
Bro, you know how many Smoothie Kings in North Atlanta?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
But it might. I don't know where it is. I mean, it might be Buckhead. It might be a little further north.
Right.
But we'll find out what it is. Ocho, check this out. Free agent quarterback Mac Jones is signing with the 49ers, a 2-year deal, $7 million with $5 million guaranteed. Jones wanted the opportunity to work with 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. Will Kyle Shanahan be able? Yes. Revive Mac Jones' career? Yes. Because for all intents and purposes, Ocho, we thought that's where he was going at before they traded up to take Trey Lance. Right. I thought that would have been perfect. Because you mean to tell me, I believe he's just as athletic, arms just as strong as Brock Purdy.
Hold on.
Because think about if you took Mac Jones at where you were, you'd have kept all those first-round picks.
Right.
You wouldn't have had to give up all of that. But hey, I do think because I think Mac Jones was really good in his rookie season. When he had an offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniel, in his ear. For some unknown reason to me, like, oh, you know what? I think we're going to put two guys in his ear that's never called an offensive player in their life. I think that'll work out okay, Ocho. And it was terrible.
It didn't. But hold on, I got a question, huh?
Yes.
Something you just said when you said about him going to the 49ers about reviving something about him playing the position of the quarterback. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they do have Brock Purdy. Who commands a $35-40 million salary coming up soon, huh?
Yeah.
So exactly what part of reviving his quarterback career is Shanahan going to do?
He's going to get an opportunity to see how you do things. And guess what? Maybe Brock Purdy say he don't want to play. Well, he don't want that. Because sometimes I gotta get leverage on you, Ocho. I gotta get leverage.
Nah, ain't no leverage there. Not with that. Okay. Not when you command. Not when you when you getting ready to make that kind of money. Ain't no leverage.
Guess what? Brett Favre didn't think they had no leverage either, did he? Aaron Rodgers didn't think they didn't have no leverage either, did they?
Now hold on. Now
you know how Ocho. You know how these teams
totally
work.
Different type of scenarios.
Ocho. You know how these teams work.
Oh yeah. I know.
They'll eat that money like Ocho. They'll eat dead money. Think about the money that the Broncos ate. They paid Russell Wilson down near $40 million.
Right. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
We saw a small sample size of Mac Jones, right?
Yes.
With the Patriots.
Yes.
We saw a small sample size of Mac Jones. Where was he last year?
Jacksonville.
At Jacksonville. So all of a sudden, just God, for some reason, that he might be the answer if things don't work out with Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm with you. I like how you.
But what I like, if you think about it, Ocho, if you look at these guys that had resurgence, look at a Sam Darnold, look at a Geno Smith. It was the talent around them.
Around him. That made
Geno, now all of a sudden he got DK. He had Lockett. He had Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
You look at Sam Darnold. He had Addison. He had Hawkinson. He had Jetta. He had Jones in the backfield. So now if I put complementary pieces around him, I'm not saying sometimes I got to have an airboat.
Right.
I don't need that much water in order to get to where I need to get to, Ocho.
Come on now.
Now, if I'm on a pontoon, I need a lot of water because that thing heavy. I need some buoyancy. So I'm not saying that he's a guy that can elevate. I'm saying maybe he needs a situation where guys need to elevate him. Right. Because if you look at him when he was at Alabama, when he had Waddle, when he had Devontae, when he had Mechie, when he had Najee in the backfield, how did he look, Ocho?
Wait. Let's think about what they got over there with the 49ers now. They don't have nothing like what you just named. Now they have some very, very, very good players.
Good play, yeah. Debo's gone.
Brandon Jennings, the real deal.
No, you mean Ayuk?
No, I said no. Brandon Jennings.
Brandon Jennings for where? In San Fran?
49ers.
Brandon Jennings?
Yeah.
Brandon Jennings. What position he play, Ocho?
Receiver.
Jawan Jennings.
Oh, Jawan Jennings. I'm tripping. You got me thinking about basketball.
The basketball player?
I'm talking about Jawan Jennings. You got listen. Who was talking about Brandon Jennings earlier?
Master P.
Okay, and he still got Juwan Jennings, nice. Purcell came on, last now Ayuk coming off an injury.
Yeah.
He come off an
They
injury.
still got Kittle.
Oh, you still got
C-Mac
Kittle
coming back. We'll see how C-Mac can hold up.
I mean, listen, I think they're gonna be all right. They still need that. They still need that boy.
Yeah.
You're not understanding what I mean. They still need that man. Listen, that boy. I love Juwan Jennings. I love what they have. They still need that dog. Like Master P said, they still need that dog. And I'm talking about from a receiver standpoint, can do it all.
Yes. Ocho, did you see this? There was a picture posted February 2nd, 2020. D-Hop signed with the Ravens on a 1-year deal. He posted this picture 5 years ago. How many touchdowns would this trio go for in total?
Now or back now?
Oh,
now
back then. Back then.
Oh.
Well, we knew what it went for because we know Derrick Henry still played at the top of his game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Lamar is even better than he was back then. D-Hop is not the same receiver that he was back then. Hey, it's different. I mean, I'm surprised that as many carries as Henry has had,
right,
the workload that he's had to endure, that he's able to run the football, Ocho.
Yeah,
like he's been able to run the football. I think they said it's the 9th highest rush total. He had the 9th highest rush total in NFL history. So I think that's what it was, because you look at the 2,000-yard rushers. So you go OJ, you go ED, you go TD, you go Jamal Lewis,
Chris Johnson,
go Saquon,
Chris Johnson.
That's 6. I know it's more than 6 though. Who else? Oh, OJ, ED, TD, Chris Johnson, Saquon, Derrick Henry. Who else? And there had to be another 2,000-yard rusher. Ain't it, Ocho? I got 6. I thought it was like 7 or 8. Who we missing? OJ.
Wait, what about AD?
AD
all day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we're missing somebody.
Yeah.
So we got OJ did it first, then ED, TD did it, AD did it, Chris Johnson, Saquon, and Derrick Henry. That's 7. Okay. Barry is the 8. Barry Sanders. That's
right. I'm tripping.
Barry
Sanders.
Sanders.
I forget Barry, man. Damn.
Barry Sanders. Yeah. So that's it. So that was a. So I mean, think about it. The man rushed for 1,921 yards, and he didn't win the rushing title. Man, your grandpa rushed for 1,900 yards and didn't win the rushing title. No, there's a guy that went for 2005 that beat us out. Boy, I mean, look, that guy in the middle with that suit on, L. Jack, and the guy to the left, D. Henry.
Boy's good.
Hop can come in and he can come in and give you third downs, things of that nature. I don't think he's going to be the D-Hop that he was in Houston, the D-Hop that he was his first couple of years in Arizona. He's not that anymore, Ocho.
I mean, listen, I think, honestly, Unc, when it comes to that, what he was in Arizona, what he was in Houston, if the opportunity presented itself and he put in the same positions he had back then, I think he would still be the same. And
why
obviously,
you think they don't put him in that position?
Yeah, he's not going to have to be that anyway, especially not where he's going.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't. Ocho, you watch the games, Ocho, and I love D-Hop. He can't run like he once could. Now he was never Tyreek,
right.
But he was able to separate. He was able to win. Now, I mean, look, nobody expects him to be. What year is this for him? Probably what, year 11, year 12, maybe more. What year is this for him, Ash? 12. What you think? What year you think this is for him?
I'm not sure.
I think he's probably. I'm gonna say year 12. Let's go with year 12. It might be 13. Ash, what year is this for D-Hop? Might be 13. Because the thing is, Ocho, like when you Tyreek, Tyreek gonna able to still get some couple of years in for the simple fact, so what? He ain't 4-2 no more. He 4-4. So you know what I'm saying, Ocho? He gonna get a couple of extra years just because he don't run 4-2 no more, but he still run 4-4.
4-4, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be 13.
Yeah, 13. See? Yeah, it's live.
So think about this, Ocho. So when you 4-6, Ocho, coming out, unless you big like me, move the tight end. Yeah. But I think look, like you said, they got Zay Flowers, they got Bateman, they got Likely. It seems like for all intents and purposes,
Mark Andrews coming back.
Mark Andrews is still there. There was some talk about he might be a cap casualty, he might be a trade candidate. All we know right now, that hasn't happened yet. So we'll see how it is. So yeah, I think he'll be come in and used in situations, kind of like he was used in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like you gotta keep Likely on the field. Yeah. You gotta keep the Flowers and Bateman on the field. Those are your two guys. Now it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Aguilar. I think he's still there.
Oh, Nelson. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot Nelson.
Yeah, he's still there. And you got Mark Andrews. So it's gonna be interesting dynamic. I'm glad D-Hop want to continue to play. I'm glad the Ravens, because the Ravens like veterans. They like guys with veteran experience. Great locker room guys, great presence. They really value that. What do you expect? I expect Lamar to be great. I expect D. Henry to do what he does. I don't know if another 1,900-yard season, but hey, could he get? I mean, we'd probably be disappointed if D. Henry don't rush for 1,500 yards because that's all he does.
Yeah, he probably will, and I think obviously Lamar is going to be great from the pocket as well. We know he can be a dual threat, but he's shown his growth as a passer, being able to make plays off script. That's why I think D-Hop is going to have a good year. Zay Flowers is going to do what he does. Rashad Bateman is going to take advantage of the opportunities that he gets. And I think the Ravens are going to be good. They're going to be good.
Yeah,
they're going to be good. I mean, they ain't gonna win the AFC North, but they're going to be good. You know, so we know who's taking that AFC North, huh? Chad, I know y'all agree with me, right?
Baltimore.
Come again?
The Ravens.
Hold on, I hear static. Hold on. Is something wrong with your mic? Yeah, something must be wrong with your mic.
Ravens.
Who they?
When they. Ocho, check this out. Daniel Jones signed with the Colts. Reports sound like there may be a quarterback competition between him and Anthony Richardson.
Man, please.
Ocho, tell me the time you ever seen somebody sign a backup for $14 million. If they've signed a receiver, you making $5 million. They paid the wide receiver that they brought in $17 million. Right. Tell me what you thinking?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's funny how they play that game, huh? It's funny how they play the game.
Playing, Ocho?
What you mean what game they playing? What you paying him? You saw what it was when he was in New York, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you bring him in for a quarterback competition for what? But maybe it's a good thing, huh? Maybe this is a good thing for Anthony Richardson. You mean to tell me you finna bring somebody in to beat me out my spot after you already saw what he was able to do? Don't get me started.
Ocho.
I think it's a good thing for Anthony Richardson. Maybe this will propel him. Not that he needs motivation anyway. He doesn't need no motivation. Not at the quarterback position, you don't. But this will get you in line real quick. Because it sends a message. We don't believe in you. We don't think you're the long-term answer for our team.
They benched his ass last year. That should have been a clear message right there.
I mean, but they benched him for a specific reason.
Let me ask you a question. If Tom Brady came out, if Patrick Mahomes came out of the game, they getting benched next game?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. Tell me the backup player. Tell me the backup player in the NFL that's making $14 million. Any position. Tell me the backup player that's making $14 million.
It probably ain't none, huh?
Exactly. So what that tell you?
Yeah, and that's crazy how they play. That's crazy. Who Daniel Jones got some
video on somebody?
Got some dirt or somebody on somebody or something?
Hey, he might have a tape of somebody with a go. Ain't no telling.
Hey, what, 14? What, 1 year or 2 year?
1 year.
Golly.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows something. He probably know where they got Jimmy Hoffa at, boy.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's you're right, Ocho. I mean, hey, this is a clear indication. I don't know when the coaches talk or when the organization talk if
Right.
Anthony Richardson was listening. They got his undivided attention now. They got his undivided attention, Ocho. Undivided.
Oh, that's
Ocho!
crazy.
Rodgers was released by the Jets today. Negotiations are ongoing between the Steelers and Rodgers. Here's what Mike Florio is reporting. The ball is reportedly in Aaron Rodgers' court. The Steelers are simply waiting for a decision from Rodgers. Regardless, it's tempting to think that Rodgers, who not long ago was potentially out of options, has found a way to make it all about himself again. In 2 weeks, Rodgers has gone from the guy who has to reach out to the Giants to a guy who has options. Whether he's doing it on purpose or just doing what he does, he's become the center of the NFL's attention for maybe one last time. We're focused on him. We're talking about him. We're not. As long as the Steelers don't move on to another veteran quarterback, he can take his time. At some point, however, they'll need an answer. And when he gives them one, he'll likely complain about all the attention that he's handling of the situation naturally generated. Look, Ocho, you and I wasn't talking about it.
No.
We were talking about the people that had gotten signed.
Right.
We talked about like it was a possibility that he was going to get released. They made it say like, look, this is what we want you to do. The Giants said they released a statement, said, no, we're moving on. They thanked him for the 2 years that he was there, blah, blah, blah. But after today, if he ain't signed, ain't no more Rodgers talk.
Yeah.
Not from me. Now, maybe
Right.
you want to bring it up and say, hey, let's talk about this right here. Okay, fine. But until he signs,
right.
I don't really know. There really isn't, Ocho.
Right. And I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What other veteran quarterbacks are out there right now outside of Aaron Rodgers?
Russell Wilson.
Okay, Russell Wilson. To go back, I think Russell Wilson is visiting the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns, if I'm not mistaken. Now,
Yeah.
outside of Russell Wilson, who else is out there? Or is that it?
I think that's pretty much it, Ocho.
Yeah. So I mean,
Aaron
Rodgers,
Cousins. It seems like Cousins could be available via trade,
right.
but nobody ain't trading because he got that money guaranteed. Now y'all release him, y'all pay that money, and then we'll pick him up at minimum.
I see. I got you.
But I ain't trying to take on somebody that got guaranteed money. I ain't trying to pay that.
Yeah.
Y'all, hey, I'm not finna bail you guys out for your bad decision. You made that decision. And I told you, Ocho, last year, I said, Ocho, it doesn't make sense. I said, at his absolute best, he's got 2 years. I said, Ocho, if you sign him and he got one, you stuck.
Yeah.
You stuck like with a bad song on an elevator. And damn, you got to go to the top and then stop it at every floor in between. Chad, y'all know I said, Ocho. I said, I get what you're saying, Ocho. It's the young guy comes along. I said, but Ocho, to pay this kind of money and could potentially only be a 1-year deal. You got $100 million fully guaranteed on a $180 million contract. And lo and behold, he really didn't make it through the whole year.
Right.
I just, I'm like, man.
That's crazy. Well, listen, Aaron Rodgers is in a good place. He's in a good place.
Oh, Jameis Winston is available also.
Okay, I can see that. I can see the move. I can see that move. I can see that.
What about Flacco? Isn't Flacco available too? I think Flacco's available too. Because Flacco was in Indy last year, and if he was still there, there would be no need to sign Daniel Jones. So the mere fact that they signed Daniel Jones probably gives me the indication that Flacco is also a free agent. Could Flacco circle back and be in Cleveland? Sure.
I like that. But
could he be a play? Could he be a play in the Giants?
No, that's crazy, man. Now that I think about it, I'm trying to figure out who fits what and who fits where. But listen, Gardner
Minshew just got released also.
Yep. Man, listen, with DK and Pickens, boy, you get a gunslinger in there, boy. You can make some magic, boy. And they let Najee Harris go.
Yeah, I think he signed with the Chargers.
Okay, yeah, he did go with the Chargers. Hey, Mike Williams just signed back with the Chargers too on a 1 year.
Did he?
Yeah, he went back. Yeah, he went
Ocho,
back.
but if you think about it, if you go back and look at Pittsburgh, their last first rounders, they haven't gotten a second contract. All the first rounders, they declined the 5th-year option. I think it's like the last 4. I saw this in the paper today.
Ain't paying out, huh?
I think Bush. You remember Bush, the linebacker they got? I think he's from Michigan.
Yeah.
His dad played at Florida State.
Devin Bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think that might have been his dad. That might have been him though.
I think it's Devin
but you
Bush.
know they declined his 5th-year option. So yes, Ash, I read the newspaper today. I got the USA Today at the hotel. I got the USA Today at the hotel today. So that's George said the same thing. Oh, you read newspapers? I'm like, well, damn. You make it seem like I can't read or something. I can look at the picture and fool them. But yeah, it was it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm ready to see what he think. I'm ready to see as this with this legal tampering period. We kind of got an indication before because you know what I'm saying such and such going on, but now we kind of know. So now you shift your focus like okay, draft who's going where, what's going to be. Are there going to be any more moves? Are there any more moves to be made?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that draft. What you got? What you got? 1, 2, and 3. What you think?
Honestly, Ocho, this might be I have no idea. I mean, people say Abdul Carter. People say Cam. The only, I mean, people are kind of like cool. I mean, now, I see reports. Shador might slide out of the top 10. He might slide down, way down. He might even slide out of the first round. I'm like, well, damn. What I don't understand, Ocho, how can a guy move up or down and the guy ain't played football in 3 months?
It's all on team needs, and then the needs of the team that are picking in the first 5, they need a quarterback. There's more than one. There are more than 3 teams in the first 5 or 6 picks that need quarterbacks. They're not going to play that game just out of spite. No, they're not going to play that game. But I don't know.
All right, guys, it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
We leaving already?
That's what it says.
Hold on. Let me peep.
Manette said, my 2 favorite chocolate men online. Appreciate you. That's all. Thank you, Manette. I would think Ocho looked. Let me get some of this oil off. See, I'm oily guy. See that oil? Got that oil out of there. Yeah. Nah. Where's Ocho? Man, I ain't never seen nobody that got a bladder worse than mine. Dang. You're gonna drink a little bit of water. Ash, get off there. Just because you can go 24 hours without going to the bathroom, Ash, don't be clouded on me, cause as you get older, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can't wait till you get your ass in your 50s.
Woo! Hey, I gotta stop.
Manette said, my 2 favorite chocolate men online. Appreciate you. That's all.
Oh, you talking about me?
Nah, she said, I'm
who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
I don't know. Ocho, you look a little ashy. Maybe that's your camera.
I do?
Yeah. Chad, what y'all think? Don't Ocho look ashy?
Where at? What's wrong? What's wrong with me? I don't look ashy. There's something wrong with your camera.
Nah. Hey, Chad, what y'all think?
Where I look ashy at? I look good, but you tripping, boy?
I ain't say you didn't look good. I say you ashy.
How I'm gonna be ashy?
Yeah.
I ain't actually. I put lotion on this morning.
Man, it's tomorrow. Corey B. Shays had an opportunity to meet bro Shannon today at Benny's. Got a Laportier that he autographed. Appreciate you. What are you and Chad doing? Finishing up Nightcap. Then I'm going to bed.
Hey, I got a flight. I got a flight to New York in the morning.
To do what?
Oh, I got a meeting. I got a meeting too, a little meeting with Netflix, and then I have to do something for EMLS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh R 908.
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to tell you. I'm
what?
going to see the Broadway play Othello. You know, Denzel is performing.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
I heard it's great.
I'm going Saturday.
I've only been to one Broadway play, Ocho.
What you saw?
I saw Samuel Jackson and Dr. King.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's live.
Josh R 908. It don't matter. Pull groin, pork loin, Bitcoin. Luca join. Legacy 5. Man, Ocho, if you don't, I did not have any idea that thing was gonna take off like it did. But funny, Ocho, bro. You don't realize how many pictures I took today. Just hold up the 5.
Hey, that joke is funny, man.
J Andy, hey Ocho, don't let fool you. Joker putting numbers up against centers that are plumbers. Embiid barely on the court. He hasn't played in Denver since 2019. You got players like AD and Cat scared to play the 5. Bro. I'm like, yeah, but y'all make it seem like everybody everybody ain't gonna be Joker, just like everybody wasn't Jordan.
Yeah.
So what? Everybody ain't Kobe. Y'all make it seem like every guy Kobe went against had Jordan level defending abilities, or every guy Jordan went against had Kobe Bryant defending abilities. Come on, man, give me credit. All I know, whoever he's going against, he's putting up 29, 13, and 11. That's all I know.
No matter who it is.
That's all I know. J213, Ocho. I was in an argument earlier today because I said Tim Duncan was the biggest superstar who fell off the face of the earth after their career. What are your thoughts? Who else comes to mind?
What do you mean,
Tim Duncan was a superstar. Didn't nobody know he was playing. He liked it like that. Timmy wanted to come in, make his money, be great, and dip. Tim was really one of the few, I think was the last senior to go number 1 overall, Kenyon Martin. But Tim Duncan played all 4 years. But Tim was a guy that really never liked the spotlight.
Yeah.
Quiet. He didn't like the spotlight.
Mr. Fundamentals.
Yeah, he was. I'm trying to think, who else fell off the face of the earth that was a superstar, Ocho? That wanted to. You know what I'm saying? That wanted to.
Right. I know somebody who is a superstar despite injuries that will probably fall off the face of the earth and don't want to be seen or bothered.
Jokic,
probably Kawhi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kawhi ain't
trying but Kawhi injury. So he not the same. We barely even talk about Kawhi now. James Harden seems to be the best player on the team now. He and Norman Powell. I guess Kareem. But back then, it wasn't like it is now. Kareem. It's not like guys now because guys have other things. You hear about guys, they're doing business, and I don't know what business Kareem owns. But a lot of times guys, they own business. They become execs or they become media personalities. Ocho. Right. They become coaches. They become front office people. They own other businesses. So, yeah, it's a different time than when Kareem came out. Seriously, bro. Hey, Uncle Ocho, please say congrats to the mother of my child, Kimberly. She gave birth to our firstborn, Evander, this morning. Do you have any advice for us? Much love, Mikey. Kimberly, congratulations.
Congrats.
Mikey, hopefully baby and mom are healthy. And they'll be coming home soon because normally that's what they do. Hospital let you lay up. Hospital used to let you lay up in there, Ocho. They get your ass up out of there.
Got to go.
They be trying to get people to have transplants, try to get them up out of there a day or two. Come on, man. Just let me rest comfortably. But Kimberly, congratulations. Firstborn Evander. Mikey, congratulations. Again, hopefully baby and mom are healthy. Advice, don't worry about sleep. Sleep's overrated.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't about to get none. You ain't about to get none. So
congratulations. Always remember, 2 is better than 1. Get back in there.
Mike Brown said, hey, get Candace Owens on Club Shay Shay. Okay, we'll do that, Mike. Victor Castro, what's up, guys? Love the show. When are we getting soccer cap again? Ocho, can we play FIFA? Conquer 218 PS5.
Yeah, whenever you want to lose, man, just send me a DM on Instagrams or X or Twitter, whatever it is, and we could play. We could play. Did you see that game today? Atletico Madrid was the better team. Real Madrid, they got away with one. It was a good game, though. Really enjoyed it.
That concludes this episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store, boostmobile.com, to join their nationwide 5G network today. Thank you guys for joining us. We greatly, greatly appreciate it as you watch the OKC Thunder go to Boston and beat them 118-112. Shai Gilgeous was Shai Gilgeous, 34 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds as they went on the road 118-112. I'm your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe. That's Ocho, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your continued support. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Please go check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. If you can't find it in a city or a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and please stay safe. Check out Shay Shay Media on all of its platforms and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. Everything has restocked, and the Super Bowl show, shirt and hat. The link is pinned in our bio at the top of the chat. What else we got, Ocho? Hey, yeah, we want to thank Master P for joining us and Xavier Woods. Guys, thank you, P. Wish you the best of luck. Xavier, wish you the best of luck at Tennessee on your new journey. Congratulations. Hey, we look forward to seeing you guys again down the road. But, Chad, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
From New York.